So, welcome everyone to the 2023 Sir Cyril Taylor Young Leaders Award ceremony. Effectively, this is the closing ceremony for the AFS Effect Plus for the Classroom program for the 2022-2023 program year. The program officially began way back in October with cohort 1. And I do see some names from cohort 1. So we do have folks here, some people here with us today that are from that joined us all the way back in October. I also see some names of people that joined us from cohort 5 a little bit more recently, and all the cohorts in between. We want to thank all of you for your energy and commitment and passion towards this program. Any time that you dedicated toward this program, we greatly appreciate you. And we're so thankful to have interacted with people from all over the world. And we hope you as well enjoyed the experience. We feel really honored to have you here with us today, one more time to help us close this year's program. And at the end of this session right now, we will announce the winners of the 2023 Sir Cyril Taylor Young Leaders Award. So all of you that were a participant in this program have seen this before, but I think we have some new people here today, perhaps some students from the program that have not seen this yet. So we want to remind everyone that in Zoom, we would appreciate if you could rename yourself to the name you would like to be called during the session, and then also include the country that you are connecting from. That way, of course, you can then see in the list of participants, you can see all the different countries that are here attending. It's just a really great way to help identify people. If your internet connection allows, please turn your camera on. We always appreciate that. Of course, if your connection is not that strong and you cannot keep it on, we understand. Please remain muted while others are speaking. But that does not mean we do not want to hear from you. So if you would like at any time, please feel free to give a reaction, thumbs up, heart, smiley face, whatever you prefer at any moment. And I do see someone has already activated closed captioning. So please do so if that would help you be able to read and follow along with what is being said. I believe most people that will be speaking are not native English speakers, and most of us here, we know that we will try to speak accordingly and slowly so that everybody can follow along. But once again, thank you for being here, and let's begin. So if you do not know me already, my name is Dylan Peterson. I am the program coordinator for the AFS Effect Plus for the Classroom program. It has been a joy to work with all of you throughout this past year, throughout this past program, just grateful that all of you are here with us today. And I'll let my colleague Carol introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. Greetings from Brazil. I work closely with Dylan as Head of Education Development AFS, overseeing a bit our content for our teacher trainings for professional development. So it's a pleasure to close another year of Effect Plus and to have you all on board and having participated this year.
Excellent. Okay, so our agenda today, one, we will do a series of introductions, which we just began. We'll have some welcome words and focus on who is joining us and why we are here today. Then we will have a program recap. We'll have some perspectives from different facilitators and participants of the program. And then finally, we'll culminate in the 2023 Sir Cyril Taylor Young Leaders Awards ceremony portion of this session. And we'll be recognizing a new generation of young leaders, their teachers, and schools. Okay, first, introductions. We want to know where all of you are connecting from as well. So let me go ahead and get this started. But if you could, we would love for everybody to please join a Menti activity. And so how you can do this, you can go to menti.com and enter this code right here, 241501. Or I do see Carol has put the direct link in the chat. Or you could put your camera directly at the screen and scan the QR code. So do please feel free to join. I do see some people have joined already. I'm going to leave this up for a little bit longer and get ready to switch my screen. Give 10 more seconds for people to scan the QR code, and then I will switch over. All right. Okay. Did I? No, I did not change. Okay. Can you see, you can see the screen now of the Menti? Okay, great. Just looking for a head nod to confirm. Great, so I'm looking here at where people are connecting from. Already I see a wider range of locations geographically. Looks like some strong representation from India and Southeast Asia. We have some representation from Egypt, Brazil, Argentina. Looks like South Africa. Excellent. I see 14 people have responded. So about half the people here. So I want to give just a little more time for people to connect and respond. But just an amazing, already just from 14 people, that's a great geographic diversity represented. And we'll move on to the next slide. Hopefully everybody will still be able to join. You can use that link in the chat if needed. Next question. We'd like to know, how are you connected to Effect Plus? So how are you connected to this program? So are you an educator, a student, or are you AFS staff or volunteer, or not any of those three? Of course, I'm assuming based on just recognizing some names that most people here are educators in the program. And a great reminder in the chat from Carol, if you're not able to respond in the Menti, please do so in the chat. You can respond in the chat if you have not been able to connect to the Menti. So it looks like most people connecting or responding so far have been educators in the program. Makes sense. This is the closing ceremony for the program, but I'm really delighted to see that we do have some students with us. I'm looking at, in my screen, I can see Paulus. Looks like you have some students with you here right now. Paulus, welcome to all the students and any other students also from around the world. We're so glad you are here. Thank you for being here with us. Okay, so lots of educators, of course, in this program. And last question for you in this introduction, how are you feeling about the ceremony today? How are you feeling about the ceremony today? So you could respond however you want, excited, happy, nervous, yeah, whatever, however you're feeling. This is up to you and your personal emotions. We have excited and very excited. That's great. Wonderful. So we'll give a little bit more time. Curious, honored, proud, awesome, glad. Yes, so even if you did not have students submit a project for the Young Leaders Award, this is still a celebration of you and your involvement in this program. And this is a moment to still reflect and feel proud of all that you have done as an educator in this program. And for the students that are here, this is a moment to feel glad about the project that you participated in. Great. So the bigger the word, the more frequently it came up. So most people seem excited, happy, honored, and grateful, want a reward. Well, somebody's going to get a reward. We do have one winner that will get a reward, but and I do see some people responding in the chat. Great, excellent. All right. Well, without further ado, I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue on and go back to the presentation here. Okay, so we're here for the AFS Effect Plus for the Classroom program. This program is led by AFS Intercultural Programs in partnership with the Sir Cyril Taylor Charitable Foundation. The Sir Cyril Taylor Charitable Foundation makes this program possible with their support throughout the program. This is an award-winning virtual capacity building program. In 2021, we received a Best Practice Award from the Asian Pacific Center of Education for Intercultural Understanding. And this program aims to equip teachers to introduce students to global issues and develop intercultural skills. I'd like to just highlight some of the statistics from this year's program. We're particularly proud of these numbers in relation to the program over time. This year's program, we have teachers representing 61 different countries. This was incredible for us. We're so honored to have such geographic diversity. And it has been an effort on our part to expand access to this program to any secondary school educator in the world. And so far we've been able to bring in 61 different countries, and our goal is to continue to represent more of the world in the future. We engaged with 300 educators, and based on the information provided from teachers, we estimate that 15,000 students were reached through this program, through the educators involved in this program. So we're really proud of these numbers, and we're really proud of all the educators that have been involved. And we really appreciate, again, all the educators and their efforts to reach this number of students. So with that, I'd like to welcome and introduce the President and CEO of AFS Intercultural Programs, Daniel Obst, to share some words on this program and the role of educators within AFS. And there is Daniel. Welcome, Daniel.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Dylan and Carol. It's great to be with all of you. My name is Daniel Obst. I'm the president and CEO of AFS. And I want to first of all thank all of you for participating in the Effect Plus program. And I want to share with you why I think it's so great that you participated in this. At AFS, you know that we are an organization that advances intercultural learning and global citizenship development, and we do this through student exchanges and virtual programs. But one of the most important pieces, if we really want to support the development of young people around the world, is to support and work with schools and with educators. And we believe that the world needs more active global citizens, and we have so many challenges in the world that need to be addressed. And we need young people to feel like that they have the tools to address them. And so your role as educators is so essential in supporting the next generation in becoming global citizens and having the tools they need to make the world a better place. And that is why I am so grateful for your personal commitment, but also your institutional commitment to prioritizing global citizenship education and global competence development. Many of our schools are very nationally focused, and they focus on the agendas of whatever is necessary in the country, but it's so important for young people to be able to have a window to the world, and you offer that, and we really thank you for the work you do every day in your classrooms, in your schools, and in your communities. And none of this would be possible without our partners and collaborators. And this program is a scholarship-based program, and this was made possible because of the great partnership with the Cyril Taylor Charitable Foundation and their financial support of this program. And my good friend and colleague, Bill Gertz, is here. And so I just want to really thank him for his dedication to intercultural education and international learning, and also for his commitment to supporting teachers around the world. So Bill, I would like to just turn it right over to you to say a few words. And Sir Cyril was an amazing person who had a huge vision, and it's really great that we can carry forward his legacy with this program as well. So over to you, Bill. Oh, and Bill, you need to unmute yourself.
Thank you very much, Daniel. I appreciate it. It is my great pleasure to be involved with this program. As you've said, my mentor, Cyril Taylor, was a great visionary and began a company called AIFS in 1964 and has since passed on and has started a foundation called the Sir Cyril Taylor Charitable Foundation, which I'm a trustee of. So we've been looking for projects around the world to support involved with international education and study and travel abroad. And Daniel and I have been friends for many years now, and this is a terrific project which he explained to me a few years ago, which we've been supporting for 4 years now. This will be the fourth year. And I think it's incredibly important, especially what's going on in the world these days, to really have a program focused on globalization, focused on bringing the world together, and focused on education. Those are the 3 pillars of what we're really trying to do. With this program, I think it's so great to see so many educators and students involved. The numbers are 15,000 students is a lot of students, and we're very happy to be working closely with AFS Intercultural Programs to spread the word about bringing the world together through education and study and travel and face-to-face public diplomacy. So that's my greeting to you today. I look forward to the rest of the morning, and I want to I really want to thank you so much for all the work that you've been doing to help us spread the message of our founder and of all the things that we're involved in to your students and your teachers throughout the world. So thanks once again, and really appreciate it.
And thank you, Bill, and thank you to the Sir Cyril Taylor Charitable Foundation, and whose name, of course, inspired the name of the award given for this ceremony. So thank you both, Daniel and Bill, again for your words, and it really does mean a lot to have you here and your support for these educators that are here with us today as well. Well, great. So what I would like to do now is just a quick recap of what this program entailed, and then invite different speakers to share a little bit about their experience for different phases of this program. So the program structure consisted of 3 phases. In the first phase, educators went through a virtual capacity building program called Global Up Educator. Teachers took part in an online learning global competence certification course. This was around 2 to 3 hours per week for 5 to 6 weeks from the start date. Educators joined virtual sessions led by AFS facilitators and really had a chance to interact with participants from all over the world and engage in content through our online learning platform. After completing this Global Up Educator course, participants joined into our community of practice, phase 2 of the program, where teachers implemented the resources and engaged in peer learning and best practice sharing. So they shared some photos, stories, and some of their experience teaching global competence or teaching about the SDGs in their classrooms around the world. And this was flexible in terms of the time requirement. Teachers implemented this whenever it was convenient for them. It was not a required specific series, or it was not a specific required time commitment. And this ran until the end of May this past year. And then finally, phase 3, which is the award submission. This was an optional component of the program to educators. And they had an opportunity to get recognition for a project developed by their students with their teachers' guidance. And this phase was implemented from May through June of this year until now. So primarily, educators interacted with each other in phase 1 of this program, and then continued to carry that interaction into our communities of practice. And that lasted up until very recently. And here we are to celebrate the learning for all 3 phases of this program. So what we'd like to do now is highlight the different phases of this program, starting of course with phase 1, and then we will culminate in phase 3, which will be the presentation of the 2023 Sir Cyril Taylor Young Leaders Award. But for now, phase 1. In phase 1, teachers took part in an online certification course. Again, this was around 6 weeks of learning with an average of 3 hours of activities per week. There were 20 self-paced content modules with videos, case studies, and discussion forums. And then 4 live dialogue sessions were required for participants to attend in small groups led by trained AFS facilitators. And we also had a kickoff session for each cohort of the program. So this is a little bit what it looked like. Here are some screenshots from this year's program, the educators joining the sessions, and here's a screenshot of what the Bridge program looks like, and some of the interaction that took place. And those educators here that can see these screenshots, this probably brings back some memories of sessions that you were a part of. And we do sincerely hope that you enjoyed your experience going through the Global Up Educator course. Now, related to phase 1 of this program, we'd like to invite 2 of the facilitators of the Global Up Educator course for this program. We'd like to invite them to share a few words. We have here today Gildar Romero of Argentina, and we also have Mario Ermina of Egypt. So first, I'd like to invite Gilda to share a few words with us, so just about your experience facilitating this program and what you observed in educators. Thank you, Gilda.
Thank you, Dylan, Carol, and welcome everybody to this amazing ceremony. Okay, to share some observations regarding to this amazing program as you are already discussing in the chat. The first things that I want to point out is regarding the different type of learnings that we as a facilitator can notice during the whole process. And we have the opportunity to identify educators with that are imaginative learners, analytic learners, common sense learners, dynamic learners, as a classification. But most of them, we can notice that each educator was able to identify their own learning styles and take advantage of that. And especially to think how they can use the different tools that we give you, we provide you to different during the live session and also with the platform, in order to grabbing the content and of course that reach the whole group of students that they have. to make the process more significant. And regarding to me as from my point of view as a facilitator, I think the most valuable thing it was about the program was the energy and the synergy that appears during the whole process. As I said before, during the online or the live sessions, and also we can identify that when they was interacting by the forum on the platform, because they exchange ideas was occurring that, and we notice how the difference, but also the similarities about the culture, the way of thinking, the goals, the perspectives, the approach, the visions that they have are important, and we want to know, and after take advantage of use the different tools in order to embrace the difference and take advantage of that. And to finish, I just want to congratulate to all of you to making, and as I say, usually to make honor of your profession. That is very an amazing profession as educators, and once again have the courage to put on your hat of students and jump out to this new adventure. So thank you.
Thank you, Hilda. Those are some very inspiring words, and yeah, I want to echo what you said about the discussion forums and the interaction, not only in the virtual sessions, but seeing what the ideas put out there in the discussion forums and in the Globe Up Educator course, and also in the virtual shared community of practice. So it's just wonderful to see all of you share ideas, and yeah, very inspiring. Well, thank you, Gilda, and I'd like to pass over to Mario now.
Hey, hello everyone. Dylan, Carol, Andresa, Gilda, Vibuti, and Paolo. Everyone. So good to see you all. And I really have to say, I was very happy that I would get to meet some of the people, like some people that I thought I would not see again, because we really got emotional at the end of some sessions. We were like, oh, this was really great. And we really felt like a family. And it was an enjoyable time for me to be with educators from all over the world and see them do some great achievements in their classroom. And all the time I had there was this quote from Socrates when he said, education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. So I felt like once this spark of excitement of intercultural education happened, and that effect is like fire, spreading everywhere, all over the world, it made me feel like this effect, like I'm really doing something useful with my life and education. And it really made me feel great. And I'm very grateful for this opportunity that AFS brought to me, that we really are doing an effect, and I'm connecting with so many people from all over the world. And this was one of the most enjoyable and exciting experiences that I've ever been through. And just, it was really amazing to see how people were getting better and getting more familiar, and like, it was just amazing. And I'm so proud of all of you. And I want to thank you all. Thank you really much.
Thank you, Mario. I can't skip over the fact that you said you felt the effect, and of course, with the name Effect Plus, that is the goal, right? To feel connection and to feel affected and a part of a global community. And yeah, I also share that as well. Just, yeah, the energy is so great, especially by the end of the last session. I know many of the different groups really did feel, in a way, like you said, like a family. So thank you, Mario. Thank you so much for your words.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you both for sharing. And we'll move on now to phase 2. So we've completed our recap of phase 1. It was a wonderful experience, but very short time frame, about 6 weeks. So after completing phase one, going through the online modules, having these virtual facilitated dialogue sessions. We passed over to phase two, which was a little bit more hands-off in terms of specific requirements at specific times. And the goal here was that teachers would implement activities in their classrooms and join the virtual communities of practice. So we offered as a resource a toolkit with 6 lesson plans to support teachers using and teaching the SDGs in their classrooms. We also offered a virtual platform workplace to engage with peers, share ideas and best practices. And we also offered a monthly optional live session to connect, which we called the AFS Global Educators Meetups. So to recap just a little bit about these meetups, we held 5 optional monthly sessions. We had over 100 attendees throughout all 5. And we offered just connection and more opportunities to feel that global community. So we in all 5, we ran an activity called speed discussions. So we had a series of questions in small breakout rooms where we asked teachers questions related to education, and they were able to hear and share ideas from peers around the world. And I think a lot of these smiles are genuine. It was just a really wonderful experience here. You know, I did say 1, 2, 3, I'm taking a screenshot, but people were smiling before. So it was just always a wonderful activity, and we really enjoyed everybody's commitment as well outside of normal requirements, as this was optional. And I do see some of the people that are in this screenshot are here today. So wonderful. Thank you for continuing to join us. So a little bit more about phase 2. We also had a virtual community workplace. Some statistics related to that. We had 157 of the 300 teachers engage in workplace in one form or another. We had 78 posts throughout this time, 353 comments, over 1,000 reactions. And we offered some discussions, program updates, and then teachers also shared various activities. So for example, teaching the SDGs in Romania from Mihaela. So it was really a wonderful way to stay connected and continue to foster collaboration as well. Here's just some screenshots from different posts that people shared throughout the time of phase 2 and collaborating on different ideas or just sharing their experience teaching the SDGs and running through some of the lesson plans in the toolkit. So with that, we'd like to invite some of the participants of this program to share a little bit about phase 2, about their experience working with their students and bringing the SDGs to their classrooms and their relationship with the program in general as well. So we have Sukmani Kar from India, Paula Wisniewski from Argentina, and Supak. And I'm sorry, Supak, I know I will mispronounce your last name if I try to, so I'm going to say, welcome to all 3 of you. And I think we'll go in this order here. So we'll have Sukmani and Paula and then Supak share a few words. So first, I'd like to pass over to Sukmani.
Thank you, Dylan, and greetings, everyone. I would like to share my journey with AFS. A few months back, my school gave me an additional assignment to improve the teacher in me. Let me be honest, initially I took it as a burden, without knowing that this interactive course will be a change that I had been trying to inculcate in my style of teaching. Teaching is the art of assisting discovery, and this is what changed in me during these last few months. I spent time discovering a few things. Firstly, what methodologies my fellow teachers from different nations use to improve learnings in their school. And second, the opportunity to learn about educational systems and SDG goals. My students had not expected that they would be asked to explain SDGs in the most creative manner. The students enjoyed doing these activities and in turn learned a lot. These activities and this course actually gave me and my students the wings of creativity. I'm truly grateful to my school and AFS, of course, for giving me the chance. I look further for many such more interactions. Thank you.
Thank you, Sukhmani. That I love that metaphor you shared of giving wings. That's really powerful. I'm almost at a loss for words. So thank you so much for your kind words. And now I'd like to pass over to Paula.
Hello, my name is Paola Wisniewski, and I am a teacher of English as a foreign language from Argentina in South America. Thanks a lot for choosing me to speak on behalf of many teachers from all around the world who have had this experience to receive free training in many updated topics. I have been teaching English in a very small school of just 250 students in a tiny town. I work in the last 2 years with students of 16 and 17 years old, and I am also the secretary at school. Everything started 1 year ago when we had 4 interesting meetings where we shared what we had read during the week. It was a hard work because all of us have family, we work a lot, and we don't have so much spare time. But on the other hand, it was wonderful to learn about different cultures, and especially about SDG goals from the United Nations. I have been a teacher for 18 years, but I can say that I found the real essence of this profession while doing this teaching training. Because before doing it, I used to just teach grammar or vocabulary, but now I have understood that I can go on teaching grammar or vocabulary, but with a plus of important content. I have used many of the suggested activities from the toolbox during my classes, and I have found awesome results. I have seen that my students have changed their attitude towards my lessons. I have looked at them more motivated, and their results are outstanding. Moreover, we could relate our subject with many others, such as ICT, biology, history, social science, and so on. The opportunities you provide have enabled my students to broaden their horizons, develop cross-cultural friendships, and acquire invaluable skills that will shape their future. The impact of AFS on their lives is immeasurable, and I am grateful for the positive influence it has had on them. I want to express my appreciation for the incredible work that AFS has been doing for students around the world. The organization's dedication to fostering intercultural understanding and providing transformative experience is truly admirable. Once again, I want to express my sincere gratitude for the tremendous work AFS and the volunteers has been doing. Your efforts have made a positive difference in the lives of countless students, fostering understanding and building bridges across cultures. Thank you a lot.
Wow, thank you, Paula. That, once again, just very powerful words. That's truly heartwarming to hear you say that. And we are so glad that AFS could just be a small part of your students' journeys and your journey as well. And we hope that this is not the end of course, of our connection. We hope that we can continue to stay connected, and really appreciate your kind words. Thank you. All right, we'd love to hear from Supak now.
Hello everyone, my name is Supak. I am a teacher of English in grade 9 or Mathayom 3 in Thailand. Actually, I never knew about the SDG, the global competence before, so I study a lot. I learned about this topic a lot. And then I applied all the activities, the methods in my class. First of all, I introduced SDGs to my class, and then I integrate or incorporate the worksheets or the method in this program to my students. For example, the flower of identity. I share with my student, I change a little bit topic, a little bit part of the flowers. And then I found that my student love these flowers and they are active. They are proud to present themselves with the flowers. And some of my students, they said, I'm proud to be LGBT, but that's acceptable. I love that because they can express themselves. They are more active. I love their ideas so much when they speak in front of the class. Okay, and then I focus on the teacher and student relationship. We talk more like a friend in my class, and we can share our ideas, our opinions in the class. And then they feel like comfortable more in my class. Thank you for the program. Thank you, everyone. I love the Zoom or live session so much because I gain knowledge, I gain ideas from the teacher all around in the global competence. Yeah, thank you so much for the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Supak. I think especially just hearing that some of your students feel perhaps a little bit more comfortable with their own identities through some of these activities. That's very powerful, and that's a direct impact already right there. And thank you so much for your words, and I want to thank all three of you again for preparing some words for us here, and just for your commitment to this program. And then not just, of course, just the three amazing educators we had speak here today, but all the educators that are here with us today. Whatever level of time commitment you gave to the program beyond the certificate program, if you took any of this to your classroom, we just really appreciate that, and we are so grateful, and we hope that your students are also benefiting from that experience as well. So thank you again, everybody, and congratulations, because it's not normal, I would say, in all places to go above and beyond what is required of educators. As we all know, educators have a lot already to do, and so to do a little bit extra, that means a lot. So thank you, everyone. So this has been a recap of the program, just some of the different experiences we had in phase 1 and phase 2. I also just realized I see some comments in the chat. I encourage everybody to read through those as well. Wonderful to hear from many of you. And I now like to, though, turn this session, this closing ceremony of Effect Plus for the Classroom. I'd like to now begin the Sir Cyril Taylor Young Leaders Award portion of this ceremony, and we will issue an award here during this portion, but I would like to pass over to my colleague Carol to introduce the award process and what was the competition.
Thank you, Dylan. And it's hard to follow all of this. And if I just can say a few words before we move to the awards, it's just also my thankfulness to all of you for truly engaging in this program. I mean, as someone behind it, right, we envision, we design the content, we think about the process, but we have no idea how it's going to look like and if people are going to truly engage. And of course, we've been improving this past 3 years with the feedback from every teacher that has gone through the program. And we really appreciate your commitment. And it's truly inspiring seeing this, which is exactly what we want, right? To expand this reach to intercultural education, both to you as teachers, but that you can reach your students in all corners of the world. And it's really inspiring to see all of that reflected in what you're saying. And it even got me emotional. It might be because I'm 5 months pregnant, but it also made me hopeful to think that I'm bringing a child into this world. It's a chaotic world, but with all this inspiration and teachers like you who will guide my kid through this world as well. So thank you so much. But let's move to the awards. We did get a lot of people engaged through this program, and this last portion was optional. We had a few projects that came in from all the 300 teachers and all the 15,000, over 50,000 students engaged. There were a few groups that felt really confident about the project that they came up with around the SDGs and wanted to apply for the award. So we got 17 project submissions, and really here the idea was to develop a project idea to tackle an issue that students identified with the guidance of their teacher in their local community that was related to one or more of the Sustainable Development Goals. This really got students outside of the classroom to engage either with the larger school community or with the larger local community they were in, to make interviews and engage with people and really put their problem solving skills and creative skills that you mentioned so much on, and connect that with their learning, right, in the classroom. And you will see there were some interesting, even science projects, because what I found powerful about this program as well is that we have teachers first at all walks of lives. From the 300 teachers, it's very spread out the level of experience that we have. We have teachers, which is their first, second year teaching, teachers with 5, 10 years of experience, and teachers with over 20 years of experience. But also reaching very different types of communities and engaging in all kinds of topics related to the Sustainable Development Goals. And we put together a small jury panel with some global citizenship education experts across the AFS network from Kenya, Bolivia, the US, and Brazil as well, that looked into the 17 submissions, and they were asked to evaluate them, which was a hard task, but we used the following criteria, right? We wanted to see relevance of the project idea, if it was innovative, how impactful it was, and also if it was aligned with the core content, which were the Sustainable Development Goals. And in the next slide, you can see just a glimpse of what were some of the projects that we received. There are some screenshots. They were all submitted as video presentations with the teacher and their students. And we had to choose just one award winner with a group of students that Dylan will talk more and announce shortly. But we also wanted to recognize all 17, but especially 3 of these projects that we believe they also earned an honorable mention. So congratulations to all, and especially to these 3 and our winner. So let me share with you who were the 3 projects that really caught our eyes. One of them is from Poland, and I believe we have the responsible teacher joining us here today. It was the environmental impact of fast fashion, the 3rd secondary school of CK Norwid in Kielce, Poland. The second one was the idea for a sustainability center at the British Co-ed High School in Patiala, India. And the third one, a project called SEED, on environmentally conscious economic development of Colegio Colombio Británico and Envigado, Colombia. Congratulate to all students. We have also a slide there with the students' names involved in all the projects and the teachers who guided the students, Katarzyna Pelk, Sukmani Kaur, who just spoke, and Aid Johanna Pabon. Thank you so much to all of you, and congratulations on such great projects. But without no further ado, we had to pick one winner, and I'll hand over to Dylan to announce who is this year's Sir Cyril Taylor Young Leader Awards winner.
All right. Yes. So as mentioned, first of all, even though because we can only have one winner, I do just want to say that the fact that all of you that submitted projects, that you engaged in some way in focusing and tackling on the SDGs, we are all winners because of this. There's really, it's cliche perhaps, but cliche for a reason, right? it is only beneficial that we thought about this and that we tried to implement something towards addressing one of the SDGs. So we do want to recognize that even if you are not an honorable mention, if you are not the overall winner, you are still amazing. All of us are amazing. Just the fact that you dedicated some time towards this. So once again, congratulations to the honorable mention, the 3 winners of honorable mention. And now we'd like to focus on the overall winner. So we were very impressed with this project. And without further ado, let us announce the overall winner. But first, we had to put a drum roll in there. So the overall winner, is it not advancing? Here we go. The overall winner for the Sir Cyril Taylor Young Leaders Award 2023 is the Manzil Smart Wheelchair Project. Congratulations to the Sunbeam School in Varuna in Varanasi, India. Congratulations. We really appreciate your submission. We appreciate everyone's submission, but congratulations in particular to this project. We have the winning teacher here, Pratiksha Sahu, as well as her students, Saeed, Kashitij, Vedansh, and Aditi. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. And what we'd like to do now is show the actual video submission. Right now, we'd like to show the project submission. And then we want to invite one of the student winners to share a few words with us. So we will be showing the video now, and here we go.
हर दिन कुछ ऐसे पेशेंट्स देखते होंगे जिनके पैर में दिक्कत है, वो व्हीलचेयर पे रहते हैं, तो आपको उनको देख के क्या लगता है कि व्हीलचेयर की वजह से उन्हें अपनी रोजमर्रा जिंदगी में क्या-क्या तकलीफें देखनी पड़ती हैं?
एक्चुअली संस्था है किरण जो है सेरेब्रल पॉल्सी वाले बच्चों के ऊपर काम करती है जो फिजिकली चैलेंज है, लेकिन इसके साथ एसोसिएटेड प्रॉब्लम्स होता है जो मेंटल रिटार्डेशन वाले केस हो जाते हैं, स्पीच प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है, बोल नहीं सकते हैं, अपनी चीज़ों को कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पाते हैं, एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाते हैं, तो उनके लिए इस यूनिट में पर्टिकुलर एक टीम बनी हुई है.
As a part of our project for AFS, we present to you Manzil, the smart wheelchair. I, Aditi, along with my co-leader Rayan, will take you through the various components of this medically advanced smart wheelchair. We, as a society, have failed to uphold the sanctity and security of certain communities. For example, we neglect the requirements of a senior citizen or a disabled person after they are given access to a wheelchair, and in fact, we do not care for the problems they face while they are using it. Exactly what we want to provide to these people. A comfortable and alleviated journey to whatever their destination is.
Good health and well-being. Health has been a very crucial part in the foundation of the wheelchair, and the targeted impact of it is more of a global issue rather than a regional one. Therefore, we felt the urgent need to address this so that a wheelchair can be accessed by everyone across the globe.
SDG 9, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure. Our wheelchair supports economic development and human well-being with a focus on affordable and equitable access for all. In fact, our project is an amalgamation of affordable energy, feasibility and impact in a short period of time that nobody else has innovated till now. SDG 10, Reduce Inequalities. This wheelchair will help the disabled people and the elderly to be more independent and see themselves as equals to all of the other communities, hence helping them gain confidence in themselves and reducing the inequalities they feel when they are around their peers. Thank you all for listening to our project. We hope that Manzil, the smart wheelchair, can reach newer heights and help more people through AFS. Thank you and
right. Great, a wonderful project. We really liked the submission. Very innovative, a great integration of content with focusing on the SDGs. And so we'd love to now highlight the teacher, Pratiksha, is here with us, as well as one of the students as part of the winning group, Aditi. So we'd like to invite Aditi to share some words with us about the experience. And thank you so much for being here, Aditi.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting us. So hello, greetings to the AFS fraternity, the spectators, and to my fellow participants. Today here on this platform, I, Aditi, representing Sunbeam Varuna along with my teammates, Rayan, Kshitij, Vedansh, and our mentor, Ms. Pratiksha, stand before you filled with immense gratitude and a sense of accomplishment as I express my heartfelt thanks to the incredible AFS team to have been named the winners of this prestigious event. So thank you to all of those speakers who have talked about bringing the world together through different facets and factors of education. So we really wish that someday we can all bring this vision to reality. And I can assure you that all of us will be enthusiastically involved in the same. Now, as to talk about our experience as a team, throughout this entire journey, we have had the privilege of delving into the realm of sustainable development goals, understanding their significance and witnessing the positive impact that they have created in our world. We have learned that change starts with small actions, small steps, and it is only the collective effort of all of the people that can bring about significant transformation. Through this competition, we have not only honed our problem-solving skills, but also came together as a team and worked upon this project. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we may not have a future with this planet, but we do have a present. We do not have a forever with this planet, but for now we do have an everyday. So let's rebuild it, renew it, and be responsible about it. I hope that our project can reach the impact we aim for it to reach, and that we can help as much as people as we can. Now, not taking any more of your time, I sign off by saying, I hope all of us can broaden our horizon and think for the betterment of our world as a collective society. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Wow, how to follow that? Amazing. Thank you, Aditi. Particularly one thing that stood out to me, if you said, was perhaps we're not guaranteed this planet forever, but for now we have the day to day. And that's very powerful. I want to just repeat that. That's very impactful. Well, thank you, Aditi. And Pratiksha, I think we have a 1 minute here if you'd like to share any of your reflections as well.
Yes, actually I want to speak. First of all, I want to say Jai Hind to everyone. And yes, the day the school has given me that project, actually I was so worried about that project. And yes, we have to go thoroughly with all 3 phases. And I have a great mentor among with us also, Alok sir, actually one of the mentor from my side also. And under his guidance, I have completed that project. And with my team, yes, Kshitij, Rayan and Aditi, Vedansh, we have done a lot of research with that project. And we are going to approach this project to other peoples also. And yes, thank you so much AFS and the Dylan Peterson and the Karen Cashion for giving opportunity and for launching that type of project for students and the educator. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Pratiksha. So unfortunately, we have arrived at the end, but one more time, just a round of applause to all project submissions, not only our winners, but just everybody. Congratulations on dedicating some time and commitment to this competition, to the 2023 Sir Cyril Taylor Young Leaders Award. And with that, we just want to one more time thank each of you for your time and commitment to this program. We were so grateful to have you with us. If you want to stay connected, we will, of course, always maintain as long as we can. For now, it is indefinite, but in our workplace group, we will always stay connected on Workplace. Please utilize that to maintain contact. You can also learn more and stay connected to AFS on Facebook, on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, all the usual social media platforms, and of course at our website at afs.org. With that, we will officially close the ceremony. And thank you one last time, everyone. It has been a pleasure to coordinate this program, and I look forward to staying connected.